Hello team, David J. Pfeiffer here, and I am here to talk about what? What are we going to talk about today? We're going to talk about the series, Forever People Paradox series, and a couple of things where I'm at right now. I'm currently working on book 4 of Killing Forever, Solomon Ivy series. It's called Soul of a Monster Killer, and spoiler alert, he will really go through a lot in this book. Of course, you know about the Reapers. I mentioned that before, but we're going to explore Hell a little bit and some of the different kingdoms of Hell, and hopefully have some nice, cool, original things that we haven't really seen in Hell before. But who knows? Maybe not. We will see. And it's gonna be fun because Solomon Ivy is no stranger to Hell. He is no stranger to the afterlife. And he kind of knows what he's doing up to an extent. So that will be fun to explore. And that's what I'm exploring right now, is between that and the Reapers and everything else. So that's what I'm working on. And thanks to you guys for letting me know how much you love Solomon Ivy, because I was working on Corporate Monster series, and I'll get back to that. I have 2 books down now. My editor and proofers are looking at it. And then I will jump back on Corporate Monsters book 3 soon enough. And after Ivy 4 probably. So a lot going on. I still have to get back to Maggie's book 4 and 5, finish up book 4, but nobody's mentioned Maggie. None of you guys have asked about her books, so that kind of steers me into which direction you guys want to go and what you want to see more of. So this is all phase 1 right now. You know, kind of how Marvel has their phases. They have their phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. I have the same thing. And so the original intention of the series was to do the first series, Maggie series, from the perspective of someone who is a victim of Forever People, Maggie and her family. And then the second series, which is Solomon Ivy series, is from the perspective of someone who hunts them. And then the third series is from the perspective of someone who is one. And that will be Lorelei. And you haven't seen her yet, but that is coming. That is the end of phase 1. And of course we have these other series in the mix too, in phase 1, like Corporate Monsters, and maybe some books from Serena. Fan favorite. She is totally depraved and sociopathic and totally fun to watch. And who knows, maybe Augie or Maya, or maybe even Madeline Shaw, who she has it together now in the books, but there was a time when she was quite crazy, and before she got her act together, because she is a therapist for monsters and people who are traumatized by monsters, and so that will lead to some interesting stories. So who knows what else we'll put in phase 1. I may even throw some questions out to you guys in some of these reader group emails, asking which characters you'd like to see more of and which series you'd like to dive further in. And you know, Solomon Ivy can go as long as we need to, as long as we want to. Kind of his enemy in this series, in Killing Forever, is Poe and Blackwell. And we haven't really seen Blackwell yet, but we will. And he has to deal with all that before this series for him ends. But he can have as many series as he wants. He's Solomon Ivy, right? So I also want to do some origin story stuff with him. I'm not sure how I'll work that in, or in this series, or a separate series all its own, an origin series. That'll be fun. So this is all phase 1. And then phase 2 will be the end of the world. It will be how the Forever People work into the end of the world, and possibly even bringing in some dark gods, old gods. That'll be pretty fascinating. Just monsters galore. And then phase 3 is after the world, so post-apocalypse. It's still urban fantasy. But we'll see where that goes when monsters reign and run the earth, and see how that looks, and who knows if any characters from the first 2 phases will be in there or not, or maybe start with a whole new set of characters. Who knows? We'll see. So that's some directions the series are going. The characters from the series now, like Roy Pearson, who is in the Corporate Monster series, and Solomon Ivy, and Maggie with her dark power growing, they will all come into contact at some point. And that will probably be the end of phase 1 leading into phase 2. So it's a lot of fun, and I need to work on my process and get more books out faster so you guys can enjoy them more. I'm working on that, and but we're doing okay this year, but I do want to get a few more books out. So thank you for you guys for loving the characters as much as I do, because that really helps fuel me and drive me, and keeps me going on, because writing is a solitary sport. And it's not like you're writing in a group with people. And so you guys are my group. You guys, I read how much you guys love the characters, and you respond to the reader group emails. That all helps, and it fuels me. So thank you. Selman Ivy thanks you. Serena doesn't thank you, but she's kind of a witch. That's how she is. But Maggie does. And so I can't wait for Corporate Monsters to come out, because I think you guys are going to like that. It's a lot more humorous, but it still has monsters and death and thrills and craziness in it. So anyway, that's kind of where things are at right now. Working on Ivy's book 4, Soul of a Monster Killer, right now. Hopefully you guys enjoy that, and I'll keep on moving on. As long as you guys love the books, I will stay in this universe, and we'll go from there. So Monsters, Mayhem, I'll keep them coming. Thank you guys. Love you guys. Bye-bye.